made a really good recording about Trump, and he visited with the guys in Israel. But apparently, my recording device wasn't working, and I don't have a professional staff with me right now. I'm here with one of my good buddies, Game Castro. So if you're listening to this, you go ahead and like and you subscribe to Game Castro. This guy, this guy's a good guy.
There's always been a very close, very genuine relationship between Donald Trump and the Jewish community in New York than national.
Yes, now, America, I'm going to tell you, as former president, there's always been a very close relationship between Trump and Israel. It's called their ass and his lips.
Anti-Semitism coming from Republican candidates. But you sure, Andrew, you sure see a lot of support for Hamas terrorists coming from almost every Democratic candidate. And it's not subtle. It's not a dog whistle. It's blatant.
Now, let me stop you right there, buddy. You're saying that anti-Semitism is coming from the left. How in the hell is anti-Semitism coming from the left? And you guys on the right side always was talking about the Klan and all of that anti-Semitism with the Jews. I was the president, and you guys called me a liar.
I'll say this, and I won't betray a confidence, but
let me hear what you got to say, America. But I'm going to defend my friend Kamala Harris. She's been running real hard and fighting a good fight for the American people.
In the background handling classified intelligence. Once told me at dinner, I know him pretty well, and we were having
classified intelligence. Let me stop you right there again, buddy. Didn't your buddy have classified documents at his house?
He said, but Rashida Tlaib concerns me. That woman is a terror sympathizer and supporter. And at the time, he went to then Speaker Pelosi and recommended that Tlaib not be given.
Let me stop you one more time, buddy. Nancy Pelosi. Let me tell you something about Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi is a good friend of mine, and I feel bad. I wish I was president when that guy broke in her house. I would have put an executive order on his ass that he'd never seen in his life.
First of all, you do real estate in New York City and not have a professional career where you're surrounded by Jewish people. That's reality, right?
Surrounded by Jewish people. When I'm surrounded by Jewish people, my hands itch. My hands start to itch. I start to feel really good. A lot of money's coming in, bitch. Put me in a room full of Jews right now.
Well, I support Israel's right to defend itself, but she won't refer to Netanyahu as an ally of the United States. It's like, what do you mean?
Well, let me stop you right there again, buddy. Let me interpret what Kamala said. Kamala is simply telling you that she supports the nation of Israel. She doesn't support the leader of Israel. There's a big difference, buddy. You can support a country and not necessarily support their leader. Trust me, I fought for the left for 8 years in office. And let me tell you, some people might have not liked me, but they love the country. This is what she's saying.
Yeah, it was. And look, I'm in South Florida. I live in Fort Lauderdale. That's where I'm.
No wonder this bitch say he live in Fort Lauderdale. He's in Broward County. That's the problem. Motherfuckers like you.
I think I'm one of 5 or 6 guys who's not Jewish at that dinner, and I can tell you.
You're not Jewish.
The sentiments.
I can't tell. Let me smell your lips.
After COVID, we had such a migration to Florida, and after October 7th, there was another smaller migration of Jewish families to Florida to get out of those blue cities, those liberal cities.
You know why the Jews is moving to Florida? They moved to Boca Raton. You gotta have money to move to Florida. You must not know about South Florida. The further south you go, the more north you go, and the more north you go, the further south you go.
More registered Republicans here than Democrats as of last month, as of September 24th. Georgia's concerning, but in Florida, I think Kamala is going to be losing more and more traction by the day.
Behind this building is Ground Zero. In front of this building is the entrance to Wall Street. Today there was a protest, another protest called Flood the Street for Gaza.
Yeah.
These people, we'll run out of time here, so I want to get this out. I say it to every guest on this topic. It's totally legit to criticize the Israeli government. They're a government. Governments are worthy of criticism. But it's also the shroud that the anti-Semites and the Jew haters use, right? So it starts with a criticism of, let's say, Netanyahu. Start talking about, from the river to the sea and all of these other slogans, all of these other things are attracted to it, right? They say, well, wherever Trump goes, these nefarious right, far right, white supremacists, whatever, they're all attracted to this. No, this is the gravitational pull of the Jew haters. What starts with a criticism of Netanyahu, gravitational pulls in all of these other rotten elements.
Yeah, I mean, the criticism of Netanyahu.
Well, goddamn, buddy, I was gonna argue against that, but I can't argue against that point.
One of the things that really bothered me about the protest was that the NYPD Legal Bureau was out there identifying themselves in their polo shirts, which I've never seen before. Concerning because they're extending, well, it's recent, right? They're extending more First Amendment protections to terror supporters than they ever have to conservatives, to pro-Israel protesters.
Let me stop you right there, buddy. Who the hell is the terrorist? Last time I checked the numbers, they told me 400 people died, and then the response was 10,000 people got slaughtered.
Do we have a real close ally in Prime Minister Netanyahu?
I think, with all due respect, the better question is, do we have an important alliance between the American people and the Israeli people? And the answer to that question is yes.
And she's a goddamn telling the truth on that one. She's not lying.